an audio-only recording of an exercise session for Vision of Adventure. This recording is supported by Disability Rights UK, a fitness and body conditioning session led by Paddy Finn. Please note that you need some weights for this session. These can be as simple as 2 tin cans or 2 water-filled bottles.
If you get on your feet, and we'll just start a little bit of light jogging, just or fast walking, whatever it is, or high knee raises, whatever works for you. Okay, just what we want to do is just warm things up a bit. Okay, so off we go, Claire. Everybody else is jogging. Okay, keep going. There we go. You can swing your arms as well, Claire. Come on, come on, come on. It's jogging, you know, jogging, jogging, jogging. Right. Okay. Bump, 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 bump.
Oh my God.
Okay. Okay, good. Right. And now what I'd like you to do is do a bit of marching. So the difference is it's slower, but you're raising your knees higher. Okay, so what we're trying to do is stretch out those knees and those glutes. Okay, so nice and high. Oh, it's great. This is great when your picture, if your picture freezes, it looks like you've stopped in mid action. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and stop there. Right, now I'd like you to do some trunk twists, but basically it's if you swing your arms round as far as you can. So swing them round to the right and round to the left. So you go in, so you're almost looking behind you. Okay, that's it. So Claire, if you keep your arms out horizontal and then just that's it, and then just swing and keep those arms nice and loose, and loose, because we're going to do some core work and we want to warm up that core area. Very good. We'll do another 5 seconds. 2, okay, and stop there. Right. Okay, now I'd like you to do some big circles with your arms. So you just sort of, that's it. Whichever way you start off, we're going to do sort of 15 seconds of each. So if you start going backwards, just keep going backwards. Now, don't be hard on yourself. Just swing them nice and in a nice relaxed way. Okay, and then change direction. So it's just warming up. So it's not super stretchy, but just get them warmed up. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. All right. So our first exercise, we are going to do some squats. Squats, you can do them without any weight at all. And you can just do the squats where, in there, where you are. You can use, sometimes it's worth using a sofa or a chair. So you're almost, if you imagine like you're sitting down all the time and then standing up, because that gives you a set height and it means that your knees aren't going beyond 90 degrees, because we don't want them to go beyond 90 degrees. If you want to use a weight, because you're used to this, you can do. And we're going to do the exercise for 30 seconds. So it's not how many you do, I want quality. Okay. Key thing about squats is that you're sliding your hips backwards. It's not about your head coming forwards. So you're trying to imagine as far as possible, you're looking sort of just slightly down, but you're sliding your hips back rather than your knees forward. Okay, so feet comfortably apart. So they should be at least shoulder width apart, maybe pointing out slightly, and you're trying to slide your hips back. Okay, off we go. Oh, clock started. There we go. So just nice and steady to start with. That's it. Good. Go down as far as you're comfortable. Don't think you have to get really, really low. What tends to happen, it's looking good. What tends to happen is as you get warmer, you can go a little bit further, but we don't need to go beyond 90 degrees. And you go as far as you're comfortable. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and stop there. Good. Oh, right. Okay. Now we're going to do a split squat. And the split squat is where if you take one pace forward, like a big pace forward, okay, and then when you're gonna bend your front knee, and obviously your back knee's got to bend as well, otherwise you can't go down. But what you're trying to do is go directly down. So you're just going up and down vertically. You don't need to go forward. So try and be conscious of your knees, that they don't go right over your toes. So it's almost like if you're a churchgoer, then it's a genuflection. So it's the back knee that's going down. Okay. 3, 2, 1, off we go. And so you go down as far as you dare. So the further you go, the better, but you don't need to actually go right to the ground. Okay, good. So focus on that front knee and be in control. Okay, sometimes it's worth maybe having a chair nearby, just so it gives you, or a wall, just to give you something to sort of balance yourself on. 2, 1. Okay, change your feet round. Okay, so I'm going to go the other side. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Okay, it doesn't have to be fast, nice and slow. Just, you know, you should be feeling it in the front leg, in your quadriceps. So that's the muscles between your knees and your hips on your front leg. So that's still where the weight should be. That's where the strain should be. Okay, Claire, if we get another round in, I'm going to get you to either drop your camera down, or stand a bit further back so I can see what your knees are doing. 2, 1, and stop. Super. Good. Right, bicep curl. If you grab hold of your weights, bicep curl. We start with our arms straight down by our sides. We have our palms facing forward, so our hands are like next to our thighs. Okay, our palms are facing forward. That's it, and our arms are straight down. And then all we're going to do is just bend at the elbow. So keep elbows close to the ribs. Bend at the elbow and bring your hands up to your shoulders. Okay, and we'll do 30 seconds of that, and off we go. That's good. Claire, you look like you could manage heavier weights than those. So I can't hear you. Carry on. Don't let me interrupt. Okay, good. Okay, let's get those hands right down to the hips. So get the full motion. Beautiful. Oh, Lizzie. Okay.
I still haven't got any weights.
And stop there. Have you just got the one weight, Liz?
Yeah, still.
Oh,
yeah.
you just get right. Okay, the rest of you stop there. Liz, you just carry on for a bit and we'll stop.
That's all right. I realised.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you did. Right.
I need someone to buy me some for Christmas.
Okay, so you have to say that a bit louder so your partner can hear.
I need to. He's not here. He's gone out.
Okay, right.
I'll tell the dog.
Stop there. So the next one is, right. So this is right. So it's called a bent over lateral raise. So basically, what you're doing is leaning forward at about your hips are. Your upper body is leaning forward about 45 degrees. Okay. And then the weights you start with your arms hanging down towards the floor. And then what I want you to do is lift your arms up and out so they're level with your shoulders. So they go out rather than up. So you're still leaning forward. And it's like flapping your arms, like flapping your wings like a bird, I think is the closest I can get to it.
Chicken one, isn't it? The chicken one.
The chicken one. Yeah, the chicken one will do. Okay.
Fan.
3, 2, 1, off we go.
I've just smashed
try and get those
something.
up. Try and get those hands up so at 90, they're 90 degrees or higher.
Did you hear that smash?
Yeah.
I just knocked a bit of light.
You can't claim against that, I'm afraid. Good, looking good.
I'll
5
do that
seconds.
later.
2, 1, and stop there.
Never mind.
Oh boy.
Okay, right. Next. So upright row. Right. Right, upright row. It's good if you've got something to lean on here. again, you're leaning forward, and then you're going to rest. You're going to have weight in one hand, and then resting on something with your other hand. So a chair, a bit of table, or if you're happy, you can just lean forward and put the hand without a weight on. You can just put it on the opposite leg. So does that make sense? Anybody? So we're leaning forward, one leg forward, one leg back. If you want to lean on the table or something, that's fine, or a chair. Then you have the weight. So you lean forward, weight is hanging down towards the floor, and then you're going to bend your arm so it brings the weight up to your shoulder, so that elbow's going behind you. Okay, that looks good from everybody who's playing with it at the minute. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Okay, Steve, keep that weight in front of you, and your elbow goes behind your back. Does that make sense? So bend it so it's bend it, and then so your elbow's going behind you, as if you're elbowing somebody behind you. So turn your hand round. That's it. You go, and again. Right. So if you lean your body a bit forward so that you've got more weight. Okay, and stop there. Most of you have been doing one arm, so let's swap hands. Bruce, you can do a double set because you've been doing it with both arms at the same time because you're clever.
It's easier to balance, Paddy.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go.
I've only ever done them with both hands.
Okay, 10 seconds. Okay, try and keep that elbow coming up so it's bending that arm. The elbow's coming up rather than the swing of the arm. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and stop there. Right, upright row. We've done that. Shoulder press. Oh, we're going to the floor. So it's lie on the floor time. Take your weights with you.
Excuse me,
Angle your
Paddy,
camera so I can see you on the floor. Sorry,
Paddy, are we skipping shoulder press?
we're going to do a shoulder press line on the floor.
Oh,
Did you do it straight up? Did we do it straight up before?
yeah. We used to do this.
Oh, shoulder press. Sorry. Yeah, I've gone mad. I'm thinking chest press, but we do press ups. Right. Sorry, Bruce. Thank you very much for reminding me. Right. Apologies. Sorry. Can you jump up again? Sorry. I've had a mental aberration. I saw shoulder press and it's my fault. I'm only human.
I was wondering how you do a shoulder press on the floor.
Okay, so shoulder press. So easy peasy. You start with your elbows bent and the weights near your shoulders. Okay, and then very simply, you're going to push the weights up towards the ceiling and then down again. Up and then down. So feet comfortably apart, and that's it. That's it. Oh, heavens, what's happened there? Okay, when you're ready, off you go. Liz, I'll give you 15 seconds this time because you've got the one.
Thank you.
Looking good. That's it. Nice and controlled. It's our first time, so control. If they feel a bit easier, that's fine. Okay, Liz, if you want to swap over now.
Yeah.
Good. Three, 2, 1, and stop there. Super duper. Now it's time for the floor, Bruce. Am I right? Crunches. Bruce, have you been doing these all through the summer? Oh,
No, Paddy, I'm afraid I haven't.
all right.
I have.
I've been doing cycling sessions all through the summer.
Oh, good.
I've, to make it easier today, I've reduced the amount of weight I'm using.
All right. Good. Yeah, it's his first session. If it's your first session for a long time, we don't go silly. Right. Okay. So crunches. So lie on your back, bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor. Place your hands on your thighs. And all we're going to do is you'll get to like, if you like a half sit up. So your hands slide up to your knees. And so we're working that bottom of that abdomen. So you're getting your shoulder blades off the floor, but you're not throwing yourself right up like you would in a press up. So you're trying to get as near to your knees or past your knees as you can. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. And if you haven't done it for a while, I struggled to get to my knee. I hadn't done this for when I first started them again. I hadn't done it for ages, any sort of sit-ups, and I struggled to reach my knees. But it does get easier. So that's 20 seconds gone. And it's 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, now the joyous bit is we're going to do another core exercise because we like to. And what we're going to do now is heel tap. Now, just do heel tap. You're in the same position. Your feet are on the floor. Your knees are bent. Place your hands on the floor, like your arms flat on the floor by you. And then what you're going to do is reach to tap your heel. So your right hand goes to your left heel. So you're and you're sliding along the floor. So it's a sideways movement. And then just a little bit of up, but mostly sideways.
Right.
And then you come back and then you touch the other heel, and that's for 30 seconds. So it is using your core, but it's also using your obliques, which are either side of your hips. Okay.
Your right hand and your left heel.
Right hand, right heel.
Oh, you said right hand and left heel.
Did I?
Yeah.
Right.
I like, how do you do that?
You're clever. That's the advanced class.
It's a paddy exercise.
Okay.
Yoga exercise.
Can
Without taking your foot off the floor, it's a bit hard.
3, 2, 1, off we go. Come on. Stop enjoying yourself.
are we lifting our feet or not?
Well, okay, to start with, I would go keep your feet on the floor. If you're feeling like strong, and you can take your feet off the floor, and that makes it a bit harder, but not very far off the floor. But just to start with, I think it's good to keep them on the floor because then you're stable. As you'll find, Bruce, that's probably a little bit harder now you've taken your feet off. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. Right, everybody's favorite, plank. So plank, you can do it either in a press-up position with your arms straight, or you can do it on your forearms. So your elbows and hands are on the floor, whichever you find most comfortable. I'm going to time it for 30 seconds and 45. So if at 30 seconds you've had enough, or even before that you've had enough, you can stop. But if you want to go a bit further, you can. What we're aiming for is a straight line from your heels to your head. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. And that's 5 seconds already, so it's just absolutely flying by. Okay, what you can do, if you get a bit bored, you can sort of lower your hips a bit and raise them a bit if you want to sort of, or you could try stepping out to one side and stepping out to the other. But we've only got, oh, well, we're coming up to 25 seconds. And that's 30. So if you've done 30 and you haven't done a plank for a while, you can relax. If you want to do a bit more, that's 35. And we're going to go to 45 maximum. And that's 40. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Right, and relax. Okay, side plank. And we're going to do 30 seconds each side. So side plank is the, if you put your left arm on the floor, your elbow to your hand on the floor, and your left foot, and you're in a straight line. I think most of you did side plank. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Get those hips off the floor. So push up. You're right there, Claire. You're not sure what to do. A bit puzzled. Okay. Yeah. Well, we're going to do the other side. Once you get the technique, then that should be.
How do you do it off the floor?
Okay, so your hips are off the floor. That's it, and then take your left hand off the floor as well. So you just balance it. That's it, and then you should be on your foot and your arm, and stop there. Have you got it, Claire? I think you are. I can't see him. Right, you can now stop because we're going to swap to the other side.
Sounds like she has.
Okay, so we're going to swap to the other side. So opposite arm, opposite foot. So it should be your forearm and your foot are the only things on the floor. Everything else is off the floor and in a straight line. And you should be working all your those core muscles. 3, 2, 1, off we go. You can do, if you're feeling strong, you can do exciting things like put your arm in the air. Some of you may even, you know, put your leg in the air. But try and just keep everything stable. And if you fall over, it doesn't matter, just restart. So that's 18 seconds gone, because that's a random number. Okay, and that's 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. Ooh, little bit of weights. So you can choose to have 1 weight or 2 weights, heavy weight or easy weight, for Russian twists. Ooh. So Russian twists, we are sat on our backside, and our feet, our knees, our legs are bent with our feet flat on the floor. And then we get the weight, put a weight on one side in 2 hands, and we take the weight from, if we start on the left-hand side, both hands have got the weight on the left-hand side, and we lift the weight over and put it on the right-hand side. And it goes down to the floor, and then it comes up and over. For those of you who've done this before and feel confident, you can do things like raise it really high in the air, or you can do, you can take your feet off the floor and just balance on your sit bones, on your bum, because that makes it even more exciting. But up to you. Start simple, and if you feel confident, then you can have a play. Okay, so this is going to be 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Knees bent, and if it's so, your shoulders should be really turning from one side to the other. That's it. And try and get that weight on the floor each time you go down. So it's a full twist. Good. And that's coming up to 25 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, good. Right, straightforward one, which everybody will know, I'm sure. Press-ups, and these press-ups can be on your just hands and toes, hands on the floor and toes, or you can go off your knees. And if you've not done press-ups for a while, you might want to start on your knees, and then as you get stronger, as we go on, you'll be able to maybe go to your toes, but start where you feel like you're confident that you can do it. Hands about shoulder width apart, and what we're trying to do, we're lowering the chest, trying to get the chest to the floor. Try not to drop your head, as I saw some lads in the gym yesterday, some young lads who were doing their press-ups, and they just dropped their heads and head-butted the floor all the time, which I thought was weird. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. I'm not the number you do is immaterial. It's getting the weight on those arms and putting some weight on the arms so they're working. Speed is fine. I don't mind. Nice and slow and steady is good. Engage that core as well, so we're not all bent in the middle. And we got 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. Ooh. So we got one little last one with this could be weights you can do. So we can do either a tricep extension, where you lie on the floor on your back. You start with the weights in your hands, and they're either side on, like just above your shoulders, and you're keeping your, and all you're doing is straightening your arm so the weight ends up being as close to the ceiling as possible. So it's not a bend from the shoulder, it's just a bend from the arm. Or if you've done this, you could try a tricep dip. And a tricep dip is where you maybe go to your sofa, put your hands on the sofa, and you're bending your arms to lower your body down, okay, which will be a bit heavier, a bit harder.
Bloody evil.
And evil, yeah. And then you can always switch back. Okay, so if you're doing the lying down tricep extension, lie down, weights by your, put the weights just above your shoulders, by your ears, and what you're doing then is straightening your arm. So it's the triceps, the muscles on the back of your upper arm that are working, and the hand goes straight towards the ceiling, with the elbows are always and your elbows hardly move. Okay, 3, 2, 1, give it a go. Okay. So we have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, right. Back raises. So the weights go to the side. This is where we lie on our front. Now, this one I want you to be gentle with. I don't know what state your backs are. And the last thing we want to do is cause any injury. So this is a very gentle movement, but we've done a lot of stuff where we've been tensing all the front of our body all around our core. So we're now going to actually work our backs a little bit. So to start with, I want you just to be very gentle. So you're lying flat on the floor. Unless you've done these loads and your back's really strong, you can crack on and hold them. But if you've not done it for a while, lie flat on the floor, nose on the floor, hands behind, hands sort of in the middle of your back, and then just raise your shoulders off the floor. If you've done this lots and you're quite flexible, you can go higher. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So some of you clearly done lots of this. So it's just a small movement. When you get confident at this, you can lift your feet up as well. You can start putting your hands out the front if you want to, but to start, if you haven't done it for a while, just be conservative. Just a little back bend, raising, bringing your shoulders off the floor. 2, 1, and stop there. Fab. How's that for timing? That's half an hour exactly. So a little shake out, and then we'll go again, and then we'll try and perfect some of these, make sure our technique's right. But I'll just give you a minute to rest before we do section 2. 2. Right, those strange noises were not my joints. That was me putting some wood on the log burner. Right, okay, Claire, I think now either you move back a little bit to do your exercises so I can see more, or the camera goes back, because I could see most of you standing up ones. When you got on the floor, I was struggling to see what you were doing. Okay, so when we get to the floor, well, maybe worth tipping the camera a little bit so I can see what you're doing. Okay, all right. So are we had a drink, had a shakeout? Are we ready for our next session? Next set. So we're going to start off with, we're standing up, and we're going to start with squats. With a weight or without. If you stand side onto the camera, that makes it easier for me to see what your hips are doing, because the hips are the important thing. Hips and knees are important here. Because what I want you to do, it's almost like you're being really rude and sticking your bum out at somebody. Okay. Claire, could you tip your camera a little bit? I've got a lot of ceiling at the minute, and I've got your lovely face and your upper body, but I can't see your knees at all. Right. Does it tip a bit more? It's going to fall over or something. All right. Okay, let's try it. And if you can you go back a little bit further? Right. And then if you stand side on, we're laughing. Okay. Are we ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. You bet your life we are. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Squats. Sliding back with our weights. Control. as low as we dare, as low as we're comfortable with. So that's 15 seconds. Claire, I think next week you need some heavier weights. I think a milk bottle full of water, an old milk carton, 2 litre milk carton, give you a 2 litre weight. And 3, 2, 1, and stop there. So you've got some resistance, which will be good. All right. Okay, split squats. This is where 1 foot's forward, 1 foot's back. And we're trying not to have our knees go over our front foot. And we want the weight in our front leg. And we're trying to make our, if you like, our hips and our upper body just go straight down. So it's bending on that back knee. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Go down as far as you're comfortable. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, it's okay to have something there to hang on to, like a wall or a chair. Okay, do a bit less upper body going down and more sort of hips going down. That, I think your back foot could be further back, Di.
Okay. I wasn't sure how far back to.
Yeah, yeah.
Does
2,
your back heel come off the
1,
ground?
and stop. Sorry?
Does your back heel come off the ground or not?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, stop there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, stop there. So if you go sideways for me, then I can see a bit easier.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're doing the other leg now, of course. That's better. Right, but I can see that's it. Yeah, you're going directly down. Okay, so that's it. So Claire, as much as I can see your upper body and you're going straight up and down, so that's good. I like that. And it's just making, sometimes you have to step a bit further than you think. Okay, Jenny and Steve are looking okay. 2, 1, and stop there. Good. Bicep curl, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Weight in each hand if you've got 2 weights. Feet comfortably apart, knees nice and soft. Start with the weights down by our thighs, bringing them up to our shoulders. And we start in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Hey, Claire, if they're really light, you could just do it a bit faster. Yeah, they're easy, aren't they? Yeah, you're going to have to get a bit heavier weights. Honest, be all right. Okay, good. And that's 20 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and stop there. Right, cool. And right, so it's our bird flapping one, bent over lateral raise. So we have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, bend the front forward leg a little bit, so we're balanced and we're leaning our body forward. The weights are hanging down, sort of towards the floor, and we're lifting the weights up as directly as we can, so they come in line with our shoulders. Okay, bird flapping. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good. Oh, good, Steve, like that. Yeah. Well, and Jenny, and you're Steve. Well, both Steves. Very good. Claire, you're looking. I can see your arms coming up. That's good, good, good. This is where you have to judge the weights carefully, because if they're heavy, too heavy, it really hurts. Okay, you've got 5 seconds. 2, 1, finish. Right, good. Oh, this is the upright row. This is that funny one. Right, so this is where upright row, you want something to lean on. Your body's leaning forward, chair maybe, or if you want to put your hand on your forward, your front leg to lean on. And then it's so if I step forward with my right foot, I've got my right hand on my right knee, and the weight is in my left hand. The weight is hanging down, and I'm bringing that weight up, and I'm trying to get my elbow to go up in a straight line and point sort of behind me. Okay. There we go. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Yeah, it's looking good. More bend in that elbow, Jenny. It's swinging as opposed to Jenny.
Like that.
Yeah, bend your elbow more for me. That's it. Keep going, Claire. You're okay. We've got 20 seconds gone.
Paddy, do you rotate as you go up? Do you do that sort of thing? Or do you go straight up and down?
Just straight up and down and stop there. Sorry, right. Yeah. If you have it so your palm is facing into your thigh, and so it's coming straight up. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's technical. Okay. Oh, we better do the other one. Yeah, you're trying to catch me now. I know.
Okay.
Right, okay. So same thing again. Other leg is forward. Hands resting on the knee or on a chair, and we're trying to get that elbow. Starting with the arm straight and then bending that elbow up. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So we're pointing the elbow, not swinging the arm. That elbow is being bent up. Good, 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 good. Okay, we've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Super. Shoulder press, which we're doing standing up. Okay, stand up. So feet comfortably apart, knees soft. The weights start. You've got weight in each hand, and they start at your shoulders, and then you're going to straighten your arms so they're going straight up towards the ceiling. I think we're all pretty clear on this one. 3, 2, 1, off we go. And Liz, I'll give you a 15-second turn around. 5 seconds gone. That's it. Fully extend those arms. So full extension. 15 seconds. $25 seconds gone. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Excuse me. Okay, it's definitely on the floor time. So it's crunches time. We're there already. So like that. Right, Claire, we're going to try and tip that at your phone or iPad, whatever it is, so I can see what you're doing on the floor. Otherwise, I just see your knees. Well, I mean, you've got lovely knees, but
Knobbly knees.
knobbly, Liz.
Sorry.
There we go. So rude. Right. I can see your head and your shoulders at the minute. So let's hopefully lift up a bit more. Beautiful. Right. Okay. Great. Well done, Claire. Right. So crunches, lying down on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Bend the knees, place your hands on your thighs, and you're sliding your hands up your thighs to reach your knees if you can, or past them if you can. Just depends on where you are. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Right. Yeah. Sometimes you don't go far, but just try and pull up as far as you can. See if you can reach those knees. That's 15 seconds gone. 20 seconds gone. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and stop. Okay, so we'll go straight into heel tap. So you can, if you've not done it before, keep your feet on the floor. If you're used to it, you can take your feet off the floor. It makes it harder. Now, remember, you are reaching for your right heel with your right hand. And sort of, if you like, sliding that hand along the floor and your shoulder along the floor, and then come back to your starting position and then stretching to reach your left heel with your left hand. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. And it's continuous. If you can get a bit of a metronome thing going on. Well done. Oh, lots of feet off the floor. Marvelous. $15 seconds gone. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, roll over. We're straight into plank. Let's keep the pressure on the core while we can. Great for all exercise, great for cycling, great for running. Okay, get your position, whether it's either a press up position or you're on your forearms, up on your toes. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Right, let's keep solid. That's good. Let's try not to move around and breathe. Looking good. You've been practicing while I've been away. Fab. Oh, that's really good, guys. Got some straight lines, and there's only 6 seconds left. 4, 2, 1, and stop. Good. Good effort. Okay, so that was 30 seconds. So side plank. So side plank, you want your forearm on the floor and the side of one foot, and you're going to lift the rest of your body off the floor and try and be in a straight line. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Thing to check here is that your hips are in line. Good. Steve, if you put your feet on the floor and get your hips off the floor. And then if you get your arm underneath you, so you're pushing up off the floor. That's it. There you go. Okay, we've got 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, and let's switch sides. So we switch sides, and it's the side of your foot's on the floor and one arm is on the floor and the hips off the floor. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good, that's better. 10 seconds gone. Try and keep everything straight in line. Have good alignment. 10 seconds. And it's 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Right. Looking good. Well done. If you're tiring a bit, that's okay. That's the idea. Right, let you breathe a little bit. Russian twists. So we're still working on that core.
Ukrainian.
Ukraine. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, sorry, can't have Russian twists anymore. Ukrainian twists, yeah. Is that like a quaver? The Ukrainian twist. Right. Okay. So the Russian twists are if you're new to them, feet on that, so you're sat on your sit bones, so you're sat on your bum, and your knees are bent and your feet are flat on the floor, so you sat up. You've got the weight in both hands, and it's twisting from side to side, one side to the other side, making sure that you get the weight right onto the floor and then over and onto the floor again. If you want to make it harder, you go higher. If you want to make it even harder, you take your feet off the floor. Up to you. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Claire, can you bend those knees for me, please? There we go. That's it. Right over. Get that weight right on the floor. Good. Awesome. Good twisting. Good. Yeah, speed. I am not interested in speed, but it's the quality of what you're doing. That's good. Good, good, good. I like it. 3, 2, 1, and stop there.
I think it's all right to call them Russian twists because they're quite evil.
Russian twist sounds like there's something nefarious about them as well.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Press ups, nice and simple. Nice and simple press ups. Either you choose on your knees or on your toes. You choose the speed. Okay. Sometimes slower is harder. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good for our. We've had a bit of a rest for our arms, so this shouldn't be too hard. Get some weight on those arms, though. Let's make them work a little bit. Well done. You've only got 6 seconds.
Oh,
3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Oh, I like it. I like it when people work to failure because that means they're working hard. They've done a good session. They get to the can't do any more before the time's up. That's good. Otherwise, it'd be easy. Right. So we've now got the lying down tricep extensions. I'm going to describe this a little bit differently. Or your tricep dips off the chair. If you want to do tricep dips off the chair, you know what you're doing. The tricep extensions, if you start lying on the floor, and a weight in each hand, and then let's start with your arms perpendicular, pointing straight up to the ceiling. So they're sort of straight away from there. And then from there, you're going to start with them pointing your arms extended straight up to the ceiling. Then you're just going to bend your elbows so the weight's going to be either side of your head. And then you're going to straighten your arms again. That might be an easier way to describe it, or for you to understand it, hopefully. Right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, I wish I could move your cameras. Okay. That's 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, easy peasy. We're just on back raises now. Back raises, back raises, back raises. So you can put the weights to the side. You can lie on your tummies. You can put your hands on the floor, backs of your hands on the floor, or backs of your hands on your middle of your back, whichever works for you best. And you go as far as you feel comfortable, but we're working for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. And it doesn't have to be a big movement. If you haven't done these for a while, nice small movement. If you're happy and comfortable, you can get your feet off the floor, all that stuff as well. But if you can get that upper body off, and it can be a movement up and down, you can hold it. I think personally I find that really hard, but that's just my back. I prefer just to do little movements up and down. 2, 1, oh, and stop. There we go. 2 sessions done. Right. So we'll do a little bit of stretching because we've got 8 minutes. Okay, so you can start. Let's start. We can do some hamstring stretches while we're on the floor. How about that? That's clever. Right. So just sit up, have your feet slightly apart, and then just lean forward as far as you can. And this just depends on who you are. I mean, some people won't be able to reach their toes. Okay, Jenny. So if you sit on the floor, okay, legs out straight in front of you. Okay, and then you're going to lean forward and see if you can walk your fingers down to your toes or halfway down your shins. It doesn't matter. What we're trying to do is just stretch out those hamstrings a little bit. And then ease it off a little bit because some of you have held it for quite a while now. Ease off a little bit and then repeat and see if you can go just a little bit further, but no straining. I don't want pulled muscles. Okay. All righty. Okay, good. Right. Okay, so if you get up now, so we've done a little bit of hamstring. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go for our arms. So if we stand up. Okay. So if you now interlock your fingers in front of you, so your palms are facing you, and then pull your arms up above your head, so your hands will then twist, so your palms are facing the ceiling, and then just push your arms back as far as you can. It's really quite tricky. I don't know whether to have my glasses on or not. There we go. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So 2, 1. And relax. Okay, shake the shoulders out a little bit and relax. Right, now put your hands behind your back, interlock your fingers again, so your palms are facing towards the ceiling, and then raise your arms up your back. So that's it. Beautiful. Of course, some of you guys are really quite flexible, aren't you? Wow, that's good, Steve. I like that. Yeah, good. Well done. 3, 2, 1. Relax and shake them out. Okay. So, one of my favourites. This. Take your right arm and put it straight up above your head, so pointing to the ceiling, and then bend at the elbow so the right hand comes down and you can pat yourself on the back. Okay, then take your left hand, put it on your right elbow, and then just gently is the key word here, pull that elbow down to stretch your arm down, stretch your shoulder out, hand goes a bit further down the back, and then gently release and relax and chain that, and we'll swap over. Shake the shoulder out, so then his left hand up towards the ceiling, palm facing forward, bend at the elbow, take the right hand onto the left elbow and just gently pull down. So that should help with our triceps, because we've done a little bit of work on those. Try and keep your head up and be standing upright, keep breathing, all that sort of good stuff. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and relax. Then take our right hand and put it in the middle of our back, with the back of our hand on our back. The back of our hand on our back. Liz, you've gone over your head. Put your hand behind your back. Hand right, so that your right hand behind your back, like with the back of your hand on your back, and then slide your hand up your back towards your neck. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's it. Tuck that elbow in. So that helps stretch out all that shoulder blade. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Shake it out. Opposite hand. So left hand, back of the hand on the back, then slide it up. Sometimes you might need just to give it a bit of encouragement with the other hand, but you're trying to slide it up your back, and so that opens out the shoulder blade, and you should be able to feel that your shoulder blade's opened up. So that's helps stretch all that, because we've done quite a lot of arm work tonight and quite a lot around the shoulders. Okay, good, and shake it out. Right. So next, take your right hand pointed up towards the ceiling, palm forward. Left hand takes your right wrist. So your right, so that's it. Take that right wrist, stretch it up towards the ceiling, and then your left hand pulls your right hand over to the left. So your right hip goes to the right, your right hand goes to the left. So you're a bit like a banana, and that should help stretch out. Oh yes, all down that side. Yeah, I went to the gym yesterday. That's good. 3, 2, 1, and relax. That helps stretch out your latissimus dorsi. Okay, so we're going to swap sides, of course. So left arm straight up in the air, palm facing forward. Right hand takes hold of your wrist. Right hand holds left wrist, stretches that hand up first, and then I pull my left arm over towards the right. My left hip points to the left, and I'll let it stretch like a banana. 3, 2, 1, and yeah, right. Okay, shake that out. Okay, next one I'm going to do a bit on the quads. So having something to lean on is good here, like a chair or a wall. So, or you can, if your balance is really good, you can do it freestanding, or, thank you, Steve Bateman, you can do it lying on the floor, and then there's no chance you're going to fall over. Okay, right. So take hold of your, let's start with the left leg. Take your left foot in your left hand. Point your left knee down. So, well, basically your knees are together, and you're trying to pull your heel into your backside. Okay. So knees together. So we don't need to flare out. We don't need to pull it right back. If you want to put a little extra stretch in, you can push your hips slightly forward. That's a good one, whether you've exercised or not, I think. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and relax. And then we're going to swap legs. So it's right foot, right hand. And I'm falling over. Right, because I'm doing it as well. Okay, keep the knees together. Try and get that heel into the backside. And push the hips forward. 3, 2, 1. Okay. And relax. Good. There we go. So feel free to do any more stretches that you want to, or any more stretches of your own. So that's our session. Good. Hey,